Module 2, Designing an Information Architecture. Let's start by defining what's information architecture. It's about how the organization will organize and catalog their information. In this module, you will learn about information architecture and the facilities available in SharePoint 2013 to deploy very good information architecture solution.
Business requirements include both functional requirements and non-functional requirements. By the way, most of SharePoint solution failure is because bad planning and bad analysis. Most of new architects nowadays fail to capture these requirements. Regarding to do, gather a team that know a business very well, those people that we name it in our business stakeholder who have the authority or the power to take decision and also to determine the budget for this solution. The second one is prepare your question very well and don't let the user to drive your conversation. This is a very common mistake between all new architects. Also focus on the business requirements. Establish a license budget. Make sure that you are including the all license like SQL Server license, like whatever license you're gonna use inside your SharePoint solution. Don't focus on the technology. Even now we are preparing the solution for SharePoint. Please don't focus on the technology. Please don't ask leading questions to get your preferred answers. Method of information gathering. I'm a big fan of user questionnaire. While you are getting your information, also we can set interviews between stakeholders, between users. When you're gonna have a stakeholder interview, please be prepared very well. Have your agenda and have your timesheet. I'm gonna set a meeting with that manager for only 20 minutes. Don't exceed that time constraint, please. Regarding the type of information include qualitative versus quantitative. Qualitative analysis take information from a smaller but better informed groups, whereas qualitative analysis draw information from a large group. Okay, let's move to planning for functional requirements. This one identify which you must build into your design. For this point, you should define various levels of functionality in your information gathering. For example, if I'm going to build an interview with business leader, this one tended to highlight functionality. However, information worker are more precise in their functional requirements. Please document these functional requirements very well and remember that there is a difference between function and feature. Planning for non-functional requirements. It's more common for business user to emphasize functional rather than non-functional elements. Although stakeholder assumes that a system will always be available, you must plan for maximizing availability according to your budget. In your logical design, elements such as scalability, performance, availability, security, all it depend whatever you deploy a single farm or a multiply farm for an organization. So let's move now to organizing your information. Regardless of how carefully you record your interview information, you must organize it after this process has finished by categorize the functionality to functional requirements and non-functional requirements. Identify exception, identify external users, divisions, department. By doing so, you can identify how can you map all the logical design for your solution. Now we organized all our information into functional and non-functional requirements, and it's documented very well as we agreed. This document have everything. So the last point here, take a sign off for this document, because this document will guarantee the key success point of your solution. And also take another sign off from the business stakeholder for all non-functional requirements. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.